Welcome to today's reading with Wild Pod Spirit. I've actually been putting off this reading for a couple of days. I feel that we've got a bit of a clarity reading coming in with a no contact situation. So I'm feeling this person connected to you is not talking, has sort of left you on red maybe, or something, like they're just not responding. They're not necessarily that you're chasing them, but they're just not coming forward. When you can sort of feel that they want to, but they're just hesitating. There's something they're just not feeling confident with. I'm feeling this, like my throat's blocking. I've obviously been putting it off, like I'm procrastinating. I feel like this person has been just really, really struggling to have that confidence to come forward and speak to you. So we're going to do a bit of a clarity reading here for this person on your mind, who or how is what's actually really going on in their situation. How are they really feeling, and what's stopping them from coming forward when you feel that they are going to at some point. You just don't know why they're not doing so. So I'm going to start with my emotion cards. Let's get a bit of an idea from Spirit, please. What is blocking this person from coming forward? And I'm feeling a lot of, a fear of actually coming forward. So let's tap into that. What is preventing this person from feeling confident to come forward? Miracle. That's interesting. The miracle is the transformation that defies logic, showing you the infinite possibilities of the world. When a miracle appears, it reminds you to maintain faith that anything is possible, and a miracle might just be around the corner. So maybe they do feel in some way that, they still have faith that you'll be there when they're ready. Abundance. Guilt. Okay. So they're feeling guilty about something, but they feel like they are in abundance. Okay, let's get a couple more. What's stopping them coming forward, please? Forgiveness. They're worried about your forgiving them. They want your forgiveness. Resentment and doubt. Yeah. I just want to get one more on this abundance. Resisting abundance. Yeah. Okay. So again, I think that they do still have that faith that in this connection on some level, but it is being blocked by guilt. Resisting abundance to me sings of, I'm not worthy, I'm not good enough for this. Good things don't stay with me. That sort of outlook on life. They really do want your forgiveness, but they're worried that you may not give it to them. There's resentment from something, and I feel this might be related to maybe your last interaction, or something that happened maybe. And I'm seeing the Queen of Swords in reverse here. Maybe there was some harsh words in your last interaction that have maybe caused a little bit of that, resentment towards you and the situation, and maybe even, why do I even still care? This person doesn't like me, whatever it is, like, based on those harsh words that were spoken on that last interaction. And they're really doubting this connection. So again, there's a lot of blocks here with this connection, with this person coming forward. But I think on a soul level, they do still have faith that this is a connection that they want to or should be having in their life. So again, it's like, I feel that they want to come forward, but there's so much, their mind is just telling them, what's the point? What's the point? I'm not good enough. I'm guilty for whatever I did. Well, they won't forgive me. They clearly hate me because they, had these harsh words last time. Why do I even care still? Like, that's the mentality that I'm picking up on. So let's dive into just a little bit more about what's going on in this person's life. Well, actually, I want to get first, I'm just going to get my Heart's Hidden Secrets deck just to see how they actually feel about you and the connection. Let's just get that first, and then I want to see a little bit, I want to get a couple of details about what actually happened in the connection just to tie you to this reading as well. So, Spirit, let's get some guidance here. How is this person connected to collective, feeling about collective at the moment? How are they feeling about collective? Okay, we've got a lot of cards here. They are thinking about you, missing you, but they're worried about that conflict. And they're stuck in their ego, stubborn. Why should I come forward? Why should I have to do? Yeah. They're really, really worried about that conflict, I think. Let's get two more. They do want the second chance. Oh, okay. But they're resisting it. Yeah. They're resisting the feeling of wanting to return because potentially of those boundaries. Maybe you did put up boundaries, but maybe, like I said, Queen of Swords in reverse, it could have been harsh in a harsh way. You could have put boundaries up in a not so gentle way. And this person's very, very scared of that conflict when they do return. They want to, though. It's clear they want to. There's, again, we talked about all the blocks already. The ego, the stubbornness, they're resisting it. They're an apology on the bottom. They do want that. They do. It's clear. All right, I'm going to get a couple. I just want to get a couple of the what is this? The messy truth deck, just to see what actually happened in the connection, just to tie you to this reading. We'll get a little bit of detail here, and then we'll get some tarot to see what's coming for you both. How will this person approach? Will they approach? What's going to happen there? So let's see for this collective what actually happened in this dynamic, please. Blocked, ghosted, shut out, silent treatment. Yeah, again, I had that left on red feeling. Living in memories. I feel like that's what they're doing right now. Stuck emotionally, sentimental, past, hot and cold, mixed signals. Again, they're sort of coming in and out, I think, with this situation. They want to move forward, but they're not in their strength. So you're feeling that hot and cold. You're like, do you even want to be in a relationship with me? Like, what do you actually want? Because they're not clear on it, because they don't know what they want either. So maybe this has been going on for a while. This, hot and cold, in and out, ghosting behavior has been happening for a little while. Even though they feel that they want that, they just can't get past those blocks. You deleted me, cut off, digital closure, cold exit. Yeah, blocked, deleted. So again, it was quite harsh. Queen of Swords in reverse, as I said. It's that energy of just being way too harsh. It's something you would probably be regretting, the way that you handled that. Not necessarily what you said and what the boundaries you put up, but how you said it. You'll always come back. False hope, door left open, familiar pain. And you maybe in the past you have. Maybe in the past you've said, oh yeah, you're back again. You pretend like nothing happened, or you just like, oh hey, let's talk again. but then that resentment's still there, that because nothing's been addressed. None of the problems have been fixed, nothing's been addressed, nothing's been spoken about. And so you're in your Queen of Swords in reverse energy where you're like, well, why is this person behaving like this? They haven't talked about what happened, you know, this, that, the other. And it's like you hold that resentment without knowing, you might come off harsher than you expect. And maybe that is why, because you're still holding on to that hope of the situation. I just want to get one more. Unsent messages, what was never said, holding back, drafted and erased. Yeah, I think this is, I was going to say I think it's them, but I think it's both of you actually. I think there's been some things that maybe you haven't actually expressed in this part, in this whole dynamic. So again, this could be a point where you need to break that cycle of just accepting, you know, the breadcrumbs and the hot and cold mixed signals behavior if it does come back around potentially. I'm going to get Tarot to tap into that, what your advice is. But I think if you haven't fully spoken your truth, your needs, your wants, etc., and you're pretending you're okay with this behavior, you're just going to repeat the cycle of in and out, in and out, in and out, and you're never going to get anywhere with this. So I'm going to tap into that in the tarot, but I just felt called to say that, like, I'm feeling that this is you as well. So again, don't make this fit if this is not you. This is probably not your reading, but just I'm going to tap into this in tarot as well. All right. So we've got a little bit of an idea of who this is for the collective watching. Which tarot deck do I feel like? I think I want to get my Arcane Tarot today. Okay, so let's see what, just do a bit of a split on here. Shuffle. Okay, so we want to see what's coming in, or is anything coming in for this collective? Is this connected energy actually going to, you know, oh God, 10 of Swords just flipped. Okay. Is this collective actually going to see this person come forward? Are they going to come forward again? And in what way are they going to come forward? Is it going to be breadcrumbs again, or is it going to be, you know, what's going to actually come forward? So what is going to come forward from this person to collective, please? And they may be going through a 10 of Swords when they do come through. That's what I'm seeing here. King of Pentacles. Okay. That's interesting. So they may well appear quite financially successful and be in an actual positive energy, very masculine energy as well when they come back through. King of Pentacles is a very reliable masculine too. You know, very, you know, good with finances. Six of Cups. So they're going to be reminiscing about the past. And I'm also hearing this too. Sometimes Six of Cups can be about childhood wound healing. So maybe they have been doing a little bit of work on that. But I do feel more that it's about, they're going to come back and say, you know, this is, you know, I miss our connection. I miss, you know, reminisce about the past, basically. Just, you know, share stories about how things were before all this broke down. The fact that we've got King of Swords in reverse here, when I was talking about the Queen of Swords in reverse earlier, it is a very similar energy, obviously masculine, but very much of can be a bit controlling. But again, the ego, it's about, you know, it's that harsh words, but it's coming from the ego. And again, we pulled that in the other deck. You know, ego is very strong with this person. It's a big blocker. So I think let's get one more for this, King of Swords, and then we'll get your advice. Well, two more apparently. Okay, so I've got Seven of Swords both ways, and Page of Pentacles both ways. So when I see these, okay, so Seven of Swords upright is not being open and honest. It's being strategic. It's being manipulative, lying, trying to just get their way. They're trying to just get something out of you. Like, they're not open with you. But in reverse, I'm seeing this as very much like they're coming clean about something. They're wanting to be honest and open and transparent with you with that conversation. So it could, given this is both ways, paired with the Page of Pentacles both ways. Page of Pentacles is, in the upright position, it's about, taking on a new venture. In the Pentacles space, we're talking about, potentially like, grounded offers, financial ties, things like that. So I think they do want to come forward with an offer. But Page of Pentacles in reverse, they've got some unrealistic expectations potentially here that are blocking this. So I feel that if they come forward with unrealistic expectations, they're avoiding responsibility for the situation. They're coming forward with harsh words or, just a cold, detached, ego-driven offer. They're going to expect you to potentially just accept whatever they offer you. Maybe they just offer you, oh, let's just be casual for a bit, or, let's just be friends, or something really minuscule, and you're like, no, thank you. Then they're going to have a tantrum about it. So I feel like this is like potentially what they're going to come forward as, but they've also got potential to actually offer you something that might turn into, a genuine offer. So again, it's both ways. Seven of Swords, again, they could be masking, they could be strategically trying to offer you something they think you're going to accept, but they're not being honest, or they could be honest and vulnerable here. So again, I feel it's both ways, and I feel that you've got the potential for either one. I'm just going to chuck these both sideways. So they're both ways, really, and you've got potential for both. So I would just be really cautious about your reaction to this, because they may well come in with those expectations that you're just going to fall for their shit again. Seven of Swords, right? You're just gonna fall for their whatever they've been deceiving you with in the past, potentially. Like, you're just going to accept just because they come back. They think, and again, King of Pentacles upright, like, you've got that potential there, but you've also got the potential for that ego to take over, right? So just be really careful with this one, I think. I'm going to get a couple of cards for advice. I really don't like these three cards here, given that it's both. I don't think this person's ready, but maybe if you take things slow and not in your Queen of Swords energy, maybe. Let's have a look. Advice from the universe, please. Advice. How should this collective handle this approach, please? The Lovers in reverse. Okay. It's very much around disharmony and separation, but I'm just trying to think where it's essentially it's not really advice about how to handle it. I think that's possibly where you need to be careful that's so we've got Temperance as a counterbalance. So Lovers in reverse, again, it's like disharmony, separation, broken relationships, but upright, it can be about harmony, balance, balancing head and heart too, practicality versus heart as well. So it's a bit of balance. And I think that's really what this, again, the pairing, you need to balance yourself, your internal emotion, to not be reactive. Because if this comes in the wrong way, I think you need to be in a balanced state to be saying, you know what, I care about you, but this doesn't work for me. Don't react with your Queen of Swords in reverse energy. You need to be in your temperance energy. Your, you may be out of sync and out of balance with each other. That's okay. Your energy is not aligning right now. That's fine. But you need to be in a balanced place for yourself. So again, temperance is around, harmony, patience, finding a middle ground, but also healing. So it's I feel with these two here, it's really just about making sure that internal balance for you, you're not just stuck in the, well, you're this, you're that. I'm just going to be open about, okay, well, this is not working for me. This is not going to match my energy. This is not what I want in this phase of my life. Our energies aren't aligning. I'm not going to accept this right now. And your inner strength. Yeah. Focus on your inner strength. You're really, you've got this potential. Again, I've seen the Queen of Swords in reverse so many times through this reading. You've got that potential to be reactive, but don't rise to the bait. If they are coming forward in King of Swords in reverse, Seven of Swords upright, Page of Pentacles in reverse, thank you, but no thank you. I'm going to sit in my strength. I can see that this doesn't align with me, and I'm going to balance myself, balance my emotions in that moment, and I'm going to say thank you, but no thank you. If they come forward, honest, transparent, Page of Pentacles, genuine offer, okay, tell me more, right? It's going to be about that balanced, non-reactive state that you can get into. So what I'm going to been called to say this, what I'm going to recommend for this collective, if that number pops up on your phone, you get a message from them, whatever it is, take a breath. What are you feeling in that moment? That few seconds when you see that name pop up. Are you feeling this person again, Queen of Swords energy? Don't respond. Don't pick up, don't answer. Let it go to voicemail. If they're really locking in, they will leave a message, they will try again. But you need to ground yourself, focus on your inner strength before you talk to this person, because there is a chance they're going to come through with more of this. And that's not what you're going to want, I promise you. So again, I think take that breather, go for a walk in nature, ground yourself before you respond. If you need to respond with, thanks for telling me, thanks for reaching out, but no thanks, this is not what I want at the moment. This is not what I'm looking for. Again, it's like, just take that breather. Take that time for yourself. Really ground yourself. I just want to see, I know we've got a couple of possibilities for how they're going to come in, but I just want to see for this person, what is the outcome? Just trying to make sure everything's going to fit on the screen for you. I'm going to get a couple for outcome here. If you can ground and balance and stay in your strength, outcome please for this collective. What will the outcome be? Okay. Nine of Swords and Page of Swords. Okay. So Page of Swords, to me, I'm seeing this as a lesson. You're going to learn a valuable lesson from this interaction. If you can truly balance temperance with inner strength, with this person that you clearly care about, my God, nothing can stop you. This is a lesson, right? This may well be, some sort of karmic attachment that you just need to clear off. But if this person is actually meant to be in your life, they will come in with their King of Pentacles energy, with the Seven of Swords in reverse, with the Page of Pentacles upright. They will come in like that when it is time. But I see this very much as being a key lesson that you will learn about yourself. You're going to learn, you know what, if I can do this, if I can set this boundary with this person, if I can sit in my strength and stay in my calm energy, I will learn this valuable lesson of myself. But if I can't do that, God, the anxiety of the Nine of Swords, sleepless nights, this is going to tear you apart. I really, really feel this could go both ways here with this collective. And this is your key. This is your key. Strength, inner strength, taming the beast within, taming the reaction to external situations. I am calming my ego and I'm saying, I can see that this does not align with me. I'm not going to accept it, but I'm going to not accept it with grace, right? And that's literally going to be, given that you've got these two, I really feel that this person is going to come in this energy. I really feel they're not going to be honest with you. They're not going to put all their cards on the table. This is just going to be a touch in. I'm going to say it. I feel this is going to be a touch in and another test. And all you need to do is gracefully, this isn't aligned to me. Thank you. No, thank you. Just, that's all, right? Learn your lesson, complete your cycle. I want one more for this Page of Swords just to see. I'm feeling this could well end out a cycle for this connection here if you handle it right. Oh gosh. What was that one? Oh, Five of Pentacles. Yeah. And you might feel like that. You might feel like you're losing something valuable to yourself. You might feel that in the moment, and that's okay. Like I said, if you have real faith that this connection will actually come around in the way that it's meant to, when it's meant to, this King of Pentacles energy will come back around. It will come back around. It might feel like you've just lost everything in the moment. But I think you're going to be really proud of yourself that you've stood up for yourself for probably the first time. Like I said, I felt like maybe there were some unsent messages on your end as well. And it's not a healthy place to be. If you feel like you still need to say something, that you still need to be opening up about something, if you feel in the moment that you can do that in a calm, non-judgmental way, without those harsh words, if you feel you need to say it, you can say it. But what I'd actually recommend, write a letter to them. Don't send it. Just write the letter. Say, okay, I've sent it. I've don't actually send it, but just say, okay, I've told them what I needed to tell them. I'm going to burn it now. And that the act of doing that can actually sometimes be therapeutic to you. So I just feel like, again, I'm feeling like for this collective at this time, if this person's coming through with Seven of Swords energy with not a genuine offer, not being vulnerable, open, talking about things that went wrong, not showing that they're learning lessons, just talking about the past and how things were great and, how sad they are right now and expecting you to just comfort them because, they've always treated you like, their mother or something like, and I don't know why I'm saying that, but it's just come to me there. So, if that's the sort of way they're coming forward and they just expect your empathy to take over and they just expect that, again, the Page of Pentacles in reverse, unrealistic expectations that you'll just come and rescue them again. You can't save someone from themselves. You need to just let them learn their lessons while you learn your lesson. Even though it's going to be hard, I know it's going to be hard and it's going to feel like a loss. But if you can truly be in your strength and say, yeah, I care about you. Yes, I would like you in my life, but unfortunately, I'm not feeling our energies are aligning at the moment. This is not what I want in my life right now. So, you're welcome to, come back around at another time and, if things change for you, but this is what I need. And again, you can say what you need if you feel you can do it in a calm and, I guess not harsh, but, not necessarily doesn't have to be gentle and coddling, but it just needs to be not harsh, not in Queen of Swords in reverse energy. All right, lovely. I think you are going to be surprised and you're going to find this lesson for you. Like I said, if you can do this with someone you really care about, God help anyone else who gets in your way. If you are not aligned to me, goodbye. Thank you very much. You will find your boundaries in all aspects of your life. Friendships, family, work, whatever it is, will strengthen. And you will have that inner strength. You will feel so proud of yourself for this lesson if you can sit in this. So again, I'm rambling at this point. We're going to cut the reading off here, but I really feel that you're gonna be surprised by yourself. All right, best of luck.